Hello everybody, today I have this new controller that I got on Friday, I believe. I'm just gonna open it up and see. So basically this one is actually the order placed on March 1st, but I just got it last week on the 14th, and this is for a dryer controller. So let me just see how bad it is and if I can find the issue here. Okay, this is an LG, looks like silicone in controller, which is really hard to work on. So let's see what can be done on this one. Probably gonna have to call the customer and see, because just because all the silicone, again, I'm not sure 100%, but it looks like an LG controller, and I hope it's not all silicone in, because then, yeah, that's a bummer. It's hard to test these controllers because all this controller is all silicone in, and it's probably gonna be, I'll inspect whatever I can if I can reach any components, but the biggest problem here is that well, what I can do, I can probably, what is this? Yeah, you need to apply power here. Pretty much stuck here, like, I mean, I'll try to remove the silicone somehow, but man, I think this might be a problem. Yeah. It's not a really complicated board, but because all the silicone here. Let me stop the video. I'll try to remove the silicone around and see if I can kinda take the board. It's an LG product, yeah. If I can get to the back side of the board. I doubt it. I think I'll have to call the customer and ask him what issues he's facing. Otherwise, you know, this has to go back to the customer for no. Okay, I'm just gonna test it a bit and see if I can remove it somehow. Yeah, I can see that's you know, in order to test this board, I have to cut the whole freaking thing behind it. It's just insane, and there's no other way to test it, really. I'm gonna have to talk with the customer and see what problem he's facing, and then based on that I will replace the components I think that are faulty, because I can't reach nothing here. It's pretty much all siliconed in, as you can see. Let me just see for fun how much this board cost, if I can find it. Let's see. Yeah, LG products, they really don't want you to fix anything. They just want you to pretty much replace it. So let's see if I can find anything for that. 588 25, I think, in the end. Maybe without 25. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, 0 matches, no longer available. So maybe, let's see. Yeah. But it's revision 85 or 01. Well, let's see. Yeah, it's missing one port here. So it's similar board, but not really. Yeah, I'm missing one relay here too. It's not the same board. Let's see if I can find 8825. Yeah, it's obsolete. It's obsolete. I have to call the customer and see if I can if he can describe me the issue, and then that way I can maybe replace some components that I think that might be faulty. The reason I don't want to start working on it is because, well, in order to properly check this board, you really need to, there's couple options. I'm sure there is some material that you can put on the silicone and it will dissolve it somehow. I don't have this kind of technology here in my shop, but there's one option I know for sure. It's pretty much take off all the silicone, but see, I tried here and it doesn't want to go. It's like underneath too. The other option is pretty much, well, there's three options. Call the customer, ask what he's saying. If he says there is no heat or some, so that's one of those relays, and just replace all of them if they're available, and then send them back to the customer, cut a section here, replace those relays, and it should be all good to go. If a customer facing a problem that I don't know, that's not related to heat or anything else, it could be other components are faulty, like they all look visually okay, but you know, you need to test them. Then the other option is to cut the whole section here, take it out, and then start inspecting the board from the other side, which will take probably an hour just to do that. At this point, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna call the customer, see what he says. So I'll try to kind of minimize the efficiency, you know, to make it more efficient to work on this board. If the customer says that the problem is with those relays, then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna cut a little section here, and then we'll replace those three if they're available. I doubt it. Let's do it for fun. Let's see if they're even available. PCF-112 D1 M-2A. That's crazy, man. This is crazy. So for those two, I think it's two relays or one. I think it's, I have to check, but it's either one or two. So let's say, what is it, how many? Doesn't say. 4 pins, doesn't even say how many, but let's say one, let's say two. So those two relays is $73 only for those two. Okay, that's ridiculous. I don't know. Yeah, it's for two. So let's say those two is $70, and then this one is, it's hard to read. Let's see. HF 160 F-12. Let's see. That's, yeah, it's not worth fixing, I can tell you right now, because only those relays will cost 140 bucks. This is the relays that controls the heating element, so the customer paid for all this repair 180. So just the relays alone, without even installing, is 140 bucks, even more, plus delivery, plus tax on top. So about 160 just the relays, plus my work to do the install, and yeah, I think it's not worth fixing. So I'm gonna have to talk with the client and see if he wants to do it. Another thing is parts are available, but they will be here April 10th to May 5th. So yeah, I'll keep you posted, guys, but when you have LG controllers, there's nothing much you can do, unfortunately. Thank you for watching.